if you want to reach enlightenment, one of the first steps is to surrender what you think you know. Swallow your pride and understand that what you think you know, your thoughts, choices, actions, beliefs, and emotional states, those paradigms that you hang on to, they've created the world that you experience right now. Okay, you're creating your own reality. I can tell you this categorically, after my coma and a near-death experience, there is nothing outside of you. There is no higher power out there. What you're looking for is in here. It's inside yourself. One of the most profound experiences of my life was coming out of that week-long coma. And I can personally attest and validate the quantum physics laws and the quantum physics experiments that show consciousness creates reality. Your own consciousness is the higher power. The universal intelligence is your awareness of being. That's it. And that's the good news. Okay? So you're wrong about everything, but it's a good thing. It's a really good thing because it means you're in the driver's seat. You're in control. You are creating your reality every single day. Consciousness itself creates reality. It's known as the observer effect. Collapsing the wave function is the technical term in quantum physics, which is saying that thought moves into energy, which moves into matter, moves into a particle appearing in this dimension of space and time. The issue is that the vast majority of humanity is unconsciously creating their reality through the pain body, through reactive behavior. But when you start to climb Jacob's ladder and you are able to consciously be the architect of your own destiny, then you start to understand the teachings. You start to understand passages in the Bible and teachings in Eastern mysticism and things that the Buddha said. And it all starts to unravel for you, the game of life. Because that's what this really is. It's a game. And the only issue is that, like I said, the vast majority of people are unconsciously creating their day. They're unconsciously creating their reality, which creates this redundant cycle, this loop. Okay, so unconscious behavior is collapsing the wave function, and it brings drama magnetically into your life that then gives you more reason, more validation. You can justify the victim mindset. You justify how it's not fair. But yeah, it's so misunderstood. Everyone's looking outside of themselves. Everyone's praying to some god or gods out there, but the kingdom of heaven is within you. Jacob's ladder is a ladder of consciousness that is within you, and you don't need to have your face surgically cut off, turned inside out with 44 bits of titanium, a near-death experience, and shattering your spine, critical brain hemorrhaging, and drowning in your own blood to find out what I'm teaching you. You can do it. That's the old way. I reached that state through suffering, the way of the cross. Okay, the old-fashioned way where you suffer so greatly that you're forced into the present moment, and you get forced into waking up, enlightenment. But you don't need that. Okay, you can do it through love, gratitude, okay, appreciation for life, present moment awareness, and expand consciousness without the suffering and pain. But it takes dedication, and it's that willingness for you to let go of what you think you know. Because if you got it all locked down, right, you're so smart and you know it all already, but your life doesn't look the way you want it to, then it's not congruent. We've got a mismatch there. Do you see what I mean? The first step to climb Jacob's ladder is one of the hardest, because you've got to swallow your pride. You've got to sidestep the ego that's trying to control and be right all the time, and just put your hand up. Just put your hand up, right? Accept full responsibility for your past, present, and future. Love yourself for it. Congratulate yourself. You've always done the best you can from your point of consciousness. But you see, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And this is what happened for me with my mentor. When my mentor showed up in my life was just after I got out of intensive care. And he'd been on the path for 45 years, teaching consciousness and spirituality. He was a Kundalini master, and I was his last student. And when I was ready to swallow that pride, and ready to say, okay, I don't have it all. I can't have it all. My life doesn't look how I want it to. I can't make sense of this profound spiritual awakening that's just happened to me in a coma. Total recall. I can't make sense of how I've healed myself. I have just healed myself from critical head injuries and shattering my spine. I've got no pain in my back. Maybe I don't know everything. Maybe, right? So that the question allows the imagination and the consciousness to expand, and now you're like a blank canvas. You're a blank canvas, and you've got all these different colors and different paintbrushes that you can use to create the texture and the form, the gradient of the picture that is your life. But it starts when you can just surrender where you're currently at. Surrender this piece of your limited self to learn, to grow. And it's that act of surrender that begins the climb up Jacob's ladder. It begins the process of consciousness expanding. So that's today's video. It's just some food for thought for you. The moment my life changed, the moment I created everything I wanted in this world, was when I just went, hang on. My thinking, my choosing, my actions, beliefs have created everything. I'm responsible, no one else. I am personally responsible for every single thing that has ever happened to me in my life, and so are you. Maybe I need to just start to listen and have the courage to go down those roads, where you're so sure you know how things are. But I just went, okay, I'm open now. And I went into my mentor's office and worked with him for 2 years before he died. And it was the greatest thing I ever did in my life. I think it was Muhammad Ali said, if you're still walking around saying at 30 what you were when you were 20, you didn't learn a damn thing, okay? This is always about expansion. You're dying every day, right? You die to the old self so that a new self can be born. Things that we once believed to be true, we now hold in suspense, or we completely disregard them. But if you still hang on to that old way, those old paradigms, the ego is running. It's running the shots. It's calling the shots. It's running your life. And what I want you to do is just to ask yourself, has the way you've approached life, has your understanding of consciousness, your spiritual place in this universe, have your beliefs, thoughts, choices, actions, and emotional states created everything that you want? If they have, why are you watching this video? Go out there and contribute to humanity, right? But if they haven't, then it's because there are layers that now need to be unraveled. There are old paradigms that you need to let go of, right? And it's frightening. As we let go of them, you're in the unknown, right? You can't predict that safety, that comfort position, right? That we try and uphold. Once you let go of that, it's like floating free. It's like you're out in the deep blue ocean and you don't even have any oars or anything to hang on to. But if you can wait it out in that space, you are right on the edge of massive expansion into consciousness and starting to unravel some of the secrets of the universe, of consciousness itself, of manifestation, of understanding that your awareness is creating this world. Okay, your awareness of self is the higher power. Consciousness is king. So that's it for today. If you guys can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. If you're interested in getting a copy of my ebook totally free, I'll have a link in the description down below. It's called Limitless, Reconnecting with the Infinite Power Within. And it's the story of how I healed from critical head injuries, how I beat severe depression, drug abuse, anxiety, completely healed my back after breaking it in 6 places, and created the life that I wanted. So it's my gift to you. It'll be down below in the description. All right, guys, from my heart to yours, wherever you are in the world, sending you light, sending you love. Peace.